You know what time it is. It's that time of year. It's Christmas season. It's the holidays. It's time for giving. Y'all ready? You see me, let's go.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me 6 pair of jeans that fit my body right. On the 11th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me breakfast and med with my favorite drink. On the 10th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me nice back rub and massage my feet. On the 9th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me nice in a date just for me and him. On the 8th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me nice gift card to get my pedicure. On the 7th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me XO's on the 9. If you really knew how he makes me feel, my love, la 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 la. If he only knew how he makes me feel, my love, my love, my love. Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, doesn't it feel like Christmas? Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, yes, it feels like Christmas. Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, doesn't it feel like Christmas? Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, yes, it feels like Christmas. On the 6th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me 6 pair of shirts that lift my bustier. On the 5th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me bottle of Moscato with my favorite dish. On the 4th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me long blonde hair all done through on my back. On the 3rd day of Christmas, my baby gave to me love and affection all through the night. On the 2nd day of Christmas, my baby gave to me nice gift card to get my manicure. On the 1st day of Christmas, my baby gave to me kisses and hugs all night. If you really knew how he makes me feel, my love, my la 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 la. If he only knew how he makes me feel, my love, my love, my love. Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, doesn't it feel like Christmas? Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, yes, it feels like Christmas. Doesn't it feel like
Yes. How y'all doing? Welcome back. This is the Real Shit Podcast. We here. I'm your host, Be the General. To my right, we got Miss Blossom, Miss Africa here. All right. We about a week from Christmas. You know.
Is it?
It's Sunday. I mean, next week is Christmas.
Monday.
Yeah, next Monday.
Christmas. What does that mean?
And our next show will be on Christmas Eve.
That's exciting.
Definitely excited. I hope you guys are excited at home. I know the holiday season could be stressful sometime because everyday life we go through, but it should also be fun. You don't stress yourself that much. It's really not that serious. It's just another day. It's not. But we here. We're live. We're living. We feel good. Like I said, this is the Real Shit Podcast. We're here to represent you guys. We represent the everyday people, our community, the city, the things that goes on in the industry. We touch on that. Feel free to give us a call now. We do have a number. You could call us if you tune in. The number is 857-504-4041. Again, that's 857-504-4041. Or if you tune in online, you can see us on Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. So tune in, comment, call us. Let us know how you feel, how you feeling, how's your day going, and if you like the topic we're talking about, feel free to join in with your question or comments. All right. But before I jump into something, I do want to touch on the conversation we had last week, ladies, because a lot of people was messaging us on our social media regarding that video footage that we play of the homeless guy, and a lot of people, they were really like, congratulated us for putting light on that situation. Not many people talk about that on their podcast or on radio and stuff like that. So but they were saying, I know you had a question about like their cars and stuff, like how if are they able to like close or something with the car. I have to double check exact question the guy was asking me. If you tune in right now, please call in regarding your question. I'm sorry, I forgot. It's been a long week, but but yeah, I know a lot of people had a few things to say regarding that topic, so we don't mind talking about it if you happen to tune in right now and call us in. Again, the number is 857-504-4041. But in the meantime, also today we do have a special guest coming in as well. Today, this show right here, we're gonna call it Get High Sunday, because the gentleman we have coming in, I don't want to say too much there because when we bring him in, that's what we'll be talking about him. He does own a dispensary store right in Boston, Mass. All right. So he'll be on shortly with us. But in the meantime, I do want to there's a question that I had posted on my social media.
Oh God!
Because I like to create content and get the people fired up, get their perspective. So I could talk to you guys about it and see what you guys think and feel. What's your perspective? So as you guys know by now, Nelly and Ashanti are back together, right? And I think they were together like about 10 years ago or so. They broke up.
I think she's pregnant too.
I'm gonna get there, right? Right.
Spinning the block, yay.
And her and Nelly, they had a great thing going on, and I think one of them cheated. I'm gonna say Nelly, but don't quote me on that.
You know it was him. You know it was him.
Right. And then they broke up, and then 10 years later they're back together and happily ever after. They both haven't stopped smiling since.
Yeah, all the
because now they know what not to do that they did.
I guess so. I guess so. And now she's pregnant. Well, they having a baby soon. Congratulations to them. But that led me to a question that I had posted on my Facebook. So if you were some of these people that was going back and forth and commenting, like I said, feel free to join in, call us, leave a comment. My statement was like, what do you think? Like, would you or would you not go back with your ex?
Hell no.
All right, and why? All right,
Never.
Is that the one you got arrested for?
Yes.
Oh, yikes.
I mean, God rest his soul. He passed in 2020 on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh.
But even if he was here, never.
Now, why would you say never? Is it because of how the relationship ended, or because of the type of person or kind of person he is?
The way the relationship ended and the type of person that he is, he never changed. Even after me and him broke up, like he didn't die until like maybe 20 years after,
Right.
And he was still the same person.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? There's some people that just don't get it and just don't grow up. So that's a no to me, a hard no.
And you guys didn't have kids together?
2, but I don't care. I still ain't going back.
Oh my God. She said 2.
And I would never go back with him, ever. When I got rid of him, it took me a long time to get rid of him. You know what I mean?
Especially when you got kids with somebody. So
yeah, like I basically tried for the kids.
Right.
Oh.
Because I look at it as kids like to see their mom and their dad.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the type of person he was, oh my God. I couldn't do it anymore.
But you guys were young as well, right?
Yes. I think I met him when I was like 16.
Oh wow.
And I was with him for like 14 years. So that tells you how long it took me to get rid of him.
Right.
But you were in your early 20s, right?
I met him when I was 16.
Okay.
We got together when I was 16.
Oh, okay. So
I got with him when I was 16. I was
clearly
so,
math was off.
I had to get it took me a long, long time to get rid of him, and I would not go back, even if somebody paid me. Okay, I used to pay people to keep him away from me.
Oh my God! So that tell you what kind of person that guy was.
Okay,
if you got to pay somebody to keep him away.
Listen,
from you,
I would pay his brother and be like, "Yo, don't let him come to Boston." And then his brother would be like, "Oh, he's trying to leave." I'm like, "Yo, I'll give you $100. Just don't let him come out here." I couldn't stand him, yo. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yo, I'm sorry, but
yeah, that's crazy.
I love my kids, but I would never go back ever.
So, I know you got something to say too, Ms. Blossom. But I told my people on my social media that I will comment on this. I haven't said anything yet because I was just looking at.
Oh, you haven't commented on
it? Because I told you,
so
I got
you're hearing it live,
right.
people.
He just throws it out there
Right.
and sits back and watch people comment on it. And he don't say nothing.
I the emojis, all that stuff. But I'm like, yo, y'all gotta tune into the Real Shit podcast
to hear my comment, right?
Yeah.
That's the real deal. So
great marketing.
Hey, so right. So to those who've been waiting, who's been asking me, so my perspective on, should you go back with your ex or should you even, allow your ex to be in your present? My thing is, first, it depends on the person. Like you said, your guy was like something like he was somebody who just a bad individual and bad energy, so you just want to keep that away from you, right?
Yes.
So my thing is, so there's two. So if you guys don't have any ties, like if no kids, no business ties, nothing,
Right.
and
Run.
I would say, yeah, just let bygones be bygones.
Right.
But if you guys feel like that person is, is the good person, it just didn't work out. Whatever case, however the relationship ended, whether one of you cheated or financially wasn't right, like whatever the situation was, um, sometimes it's people change. Sometimes people change
They ain't
and
never change.
right. So sometimes people change, and you just have to give them time to grow. That's some. And then you got others where you have kids with that person, and then it's just hard to just keep that person away, even if you wanted to.
Oh my God.
Because that person's got bad energy. He or she doesn't doesn't mean well, or don't get it. You get what I'm saying?
Just don't get it.
But because you got kids with that individual, that you
Got to try.
you have to try somewhat to please your child, and then and that person as well. So to answer the question, I would say no. I would not. It, like I said, also, and here's my thing. Me, if my ex ever call the cops or get me or anything like that's no for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't, because I could see where your mind is at when things are not right. You get what I mean? Like, a person can say they love you, but the moment something goes wrong or something bad happened and you get police involved, then, because to me, like, it never had to get that deal where you have to call. If you got to call a cop, then situation is you just got to walk away, So, no. Now, as for Ashanti and Nelly situation, I don't know how the relationship ended. I know one of them cheated, but like I said, people grow, they change, and they see the good in each other. So it could be different for them. Plus, they're both entertainers, and they're in the industry, so they could see how each other's living their life and stuff like that. But if you're just a normal individual, and like I said, you also have to see, what space that person is in at this time.
Yeah.
Because like I said, in Miss Africa's situation, she was real young, so you guys were kids, really 16, like. Really
I was 16.
Right,
I think he was like 21.
Yeah, so he still don't quite understand life yet.
But we was together for 14 years. So if he wasn't gonna learn in 14 years, he wasn't gonna learn.
At some point, he just don't got it. Don't get it.
He just couldn't get it, and I had to go.
So the way I would answer the question to those who's tuning in and waiting for me, I would say it all depends on that person and individual. And like I said, you have to see, where that person is at this moment in time in their life, and have they changed, have they make that, to give it a shot. All right, because like I said, some people don't like getting with different people, all the time. Some people just like they like their comfort. They're comfortable with that person. Whether that person good or bad, sometimes they're comfortable with it, and they'll stick with it till the end. Because I know a person who's just like, girl, run. Or dude, what the hell you doing? Like, she's using you.
What does he have to actually do for you to actually see? I mean, look at me. It took me 14 years to be done.
And some people are blind by love, and I
True
get that. I get that. You have to go to some kind of drama, some kind of like devastation, something bad, really bad had to happen for you to actually run away. So I get that. And if it ever gets to that point, I would say definitely not get back with that person, because, they already show you their true colors, and there's nothing else to see. So that's what I would say. That's that's my perspective on that situation. So I'm gonna let Miss Blossom bless us with her perspective.
It's funny. Wow. So we are in the season of spinning the block.
Oh, hell no.
And for me, I think, again, like you both said, well, more so Benson than Miss Africa. You had a horrible experience, but it's really about at what stage you are with the person. I would say it's a little tricky because in a lot of heated moments, we don't mean what we said. You know what I mean? And like, relationships are tough. It's not easy, and it's a lot of work. And I think more and more we're seeing just people not trying to put the work in their relationship. And sometimes you just catch people at bad times of their life. And if, you want to spin the block and it end up being better or another life lesson, then so be it. That's all I really have to say.
Okay. So
But
If
would
you
you
would you right?
spin around and come back?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah. I think, again, sometimes after self-evaluation, because, I look at myself and what I've done, and who I am as a person, like, I am a lot. I don't think that, sometimes you just have to look at the other person like, you dealt with me too. So, you know what I mean? If it's just one-sided and one person is truly bad in the relationship, then yeah, absolutely run. Why are you staying? Why are you taking up with that? You know what I mean? But if you both did some things and you both kind of, you know what I mean, then it was kind of like a 50-50 situation, then revisit the relationship for another try. And if this time someone really fucks up, then okay, leave. And don't spin the block anymore. You only get 2 tries. Not 3. Just 2.
Well, Miss Blossom, thank you for that perspective and not for your opinion. All right. So her thing is 2 strikes you're out, no 3 strikes.
No 3.
All right, 2 strikes you're out.
Just
because
2.
3, you going in with your eyes open and you know what's about to happen.
No, at 3 at this point, you're just a dumbass. And like, why are you setting yourself up for failure?
True that.
Right.
At this point, if you didn't learn from the first 2, I mean, it's all on you.
And again, like I said, it all depends on where that person is in life at this present time, because if you feel that person is still
on the same
shit, like just bad intention, bad energy. Like I hate bad energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a person, I always tell you, I go by energy in your vibe. And I feel like if your energy is not what I feel like it needs to be and it's bringing me down, then I'm gonna walk away from it, because life's too short to be surrounded by negative energy because I can't deal with that, So that's where I would say regarding like getting back with your ex or being around your ex, whether you got a kid or not. I think kid definitely make the situation complicated,
right?
Make it tough. So somehow you still have to find a way to balance it because, for the good of the child. So good luck.
Good luck.
That's what I would say. Because I believe a lot of us is in that situation, including myself. So, finding a way to balance kids and co-parenting is a lot. But hey, you got to do it for the child. So if you have anything to say, if you in that situation yourself, you thinking about getting back with your ex, or you just broke up with your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever case may be, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. The number here is 857-504-4041. You can also see us on Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff, wherever you catch the podcast.
Yep, let us hear you.
All right, this is the Real Shit Podcast. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be right back with our guest. Thank you. You know what time it is. It's that time of year. It's Christmas season. It's the holidays. It's time for giving. Y'all ready? You see me, let's go.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me 6 pair of jeans that fit my body right. On the 11th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me breakfast and mad with my favorite drink. On the 10th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me nice back rub and massage my feet. On the 9th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me nice dinner date just for me and him. On the 8th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me nice gift card to get my pedicure. On the 7th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me exos on the 9. If you really knew how he makes me feel, my love, la 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 la. If he only knew how he makes me feel, my love, my love, my love. Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, doesn't it feel like Christmas? Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, yes, it feels like Christmas. Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, doesn't it feel like Christmas? Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, yes, it feels like Christmas. On the 6th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me 6 pair of shirts. I left my bustier. On the 5th day of Christmas, Christmas my baby gave to me. Bottle of Moscato with my favorite dish. On the 4th day of Christmas my baby gave to me. Long blonde hair all done through my back. On the 3rd day of Christmas my baby gave to me. Love and affection all through the night. On the 2nd day of Christmas my baby gave to me. Nice gift card to get my manicure. On the 1st day of Christmas my baby gave to me. Kisses and hugs all night. If you really knew how he makes me feel, my love, my la 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 la. If he only knew how he makes me feel, my love, my love, my love. Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, doesn't it feel like Christmas? Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, yes, it feels like Christmas. Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, doesn't it feel like Christmas? Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, yes, it feels like Christmas.
You see me.
Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, doesn't it feel like Christmas? Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, yes, it feels like Christmas. Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, doesn't it feel like Christmas? Doesn't it feel like Christmas? Oh, yes, it feels like Christmas.
Hands like this. Clap your hands like this. Come on, clap your hands like this. Merry Christmas, y'all. You know what time it is. It's that time of year. It's Christmas season. It's the holidays. It's time for giving. Y'all ready? You see me, let's go.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me.
Yes. We're back. All right. Welcome to the Road Shit Podcast. Once again, I go by the name Be the General. I'm here with my ladies here, Miss Blossom, Miss Africa, and we got our special guest here today. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, today's a Get High Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because we got
Get High Sunday.
You know what I mean?
Get High Sunday.
Get High Sunday. And we got the man right here, you know, Jess Million in the building, low key founder.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we're gonna jump right into it because I know you got things to do and stuff, so we won't keep you too long. So first of all, how you doing, brother? How you doing, man? It's been a minute.
I'm doing good, man. It's a great day. Sunday, you know, family day. I was with the family all day today.
what's
So,
up.
you know, I love my Sundays, man. So it's a good time.
That's what's up.
I'm
That's
happy
what's
to
up.
be here. Appreciate you for having me
I
today.
appreciate you giving me your time, man. We appreciate you.
Man, it's all good, man. So
All right.
we go way back.
Ah,
High school
for
football
sure.
player. Football team. I mean, teammates. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Football players.
Oh, like, we're gonna get to that because
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
know, you know. They don't know. I want people to get to know you more. You know, your beginning, how you got started in the whole dispensary. You know, founder, and also you also in real estate. So
Yes,
tell
sir.
us more about your background, man. Let the people know. You know,
Yeah, man. I'm a business owner. I own a low-key dispensary just opened a couple of months ago, right here in the heart of Dorchester, my neighborhood where I grew up at. And I got my way into cannabis by the way of real estate. I was a commercial real estate broker for about 10 years. Got into real estate after college. Got into college. I mean, when from college, I was a accounting major, business management. So I was
Okay.
working in that industry and, you know, doing books for businesses. And I realized that everybody with money was in real estate. So he eventually transitioned into that, you know, to that industry.
Right.
Prior to that, you know, I was in school, playing football in college, high school. And just, you know, pretty much just everything that I learned along the line from, you know, whatever my parents instilled in me growing up and, you know, football coaches and lesson that we learn as football players, just, you know, really just adapt all those skill set into the business mindset. And then here we are.
You know what? And it's funny because I always tell people when you play sports in school or out of school, any organized sport team that you play, it helps you discipline. It
100%.
discipline yourself in life. It's not just for that season, for that game, but in life, because you take these things with you as you grow and add it to your own perspective, to your own skills and stuff. So I definitely understand where you're coming from with that. But I also know, besides the real estate, the dispensary store that you have in Dorchester. By the way, you guys definitely go. Is it open every day?
Yeah, we open every day now. Like I said, when we opened earlier on, we did a soft launch, and we were open with limited hours from 12 to 7. Obviously, it's a new business. We had a new staff, new employees, so had to go through the trials and tribulations. So we limit the hours from 12 to 7, and then about a month into it, we had a partnership with a known brand, cannabis brand. So we did a launch for them, and then the following week we did our actual launch, and we brought in some city officials,
Nice.
friends, family, and just did a nice little party in Common Square. So
Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys hear that, man? Make sure you go check it out. Go bring your ID. So what's the process? Because I know from being in the dispensary industry as well, and so I know there's a process for people to get in. So
Right.
when they come to the store, they gotta have
Yeah.
your ID. You gotta be 21 plus.
yeah, you gotta be
and stuff.
21 plus. You
Right,
gotta be
right.
21 plus. You gotta have a valid ID, mass issued ID, or passport. Will let you in, and that's pretty much it. You just
Right.
got to make sure you come in, and one of the things for us, for me at Low Key, is that I made sure that all my staff are very educated
Right.
on the industry, on the products. So
That's important, right? That's
we have
definitely
we have a
important.
lot of first time customers, a lot of people who've never used cannabis or who've used it but
don't
doesn't
quite
really
understand,
doesn't
right.
quite understand it. So they could come in and say, hey. This is how I'm feeling today. This is why I need to use it today, and our staff will be able to educate you and
Nice,
teach
nice.
you on whatever it is that you need to learn.
Okay, so what I also want to know and ask you, because I also want to educate our audience as well.
100%.
So I want to know, like, besides opening the store, the process. I want to kind of fill us in the process, the downfalls, and because there's a lot of hurdles you had to overcome
Of course.
to get to that, and
I could write a
any
book on that.
right,
I know,
in
you
any
have to, I
business-
know you have to do some
Correct.
type of class stuff
in
too,
any
right?
business that you started, there's different hurdles you got to overcome, but especially in the dispensary industry and being black and in the
Like the
city,
cannabis
the
commission.
state, so give us a little.
Well, so for me personally, so one of the things that sort of like whatever everything you just said, I knew those things, were stacked up against me. So
Right.
at the end of the day, a lot of those, trials and tribulations, obstacles are not necessarily targeted towards you personally, right?
Right.
So one of the things, I didn't take any of that personal, right? Like, oh man, it's against me, it's against black people, so
Right.
on and so forth, because there were so many issues, whether it was MSO, major corporations that was coming in from another company. They all had, issues that they had to go through with the
Right,
states,
right.
right? So for me, the only thing that, like I said, all the lessons that I learned in life, in real estate and football, was just like, well, Jeff, you don't know real estate. I mean, you don't know cannabis, so you need to go learn it, right? So I went to California, which California's it's been legal since '96 in Cali, right?
Right,
so
right.
I need to go to Cali
that
and learn
knowledge,
that.
right.
Get that
Yeah,
knowledge. So I went to Cali and got the knowledge. Went to Washington State. Went to Toronto for my my bachelor party 2019. I was like, I could go anywhere else, but Toronto is legal, so might as well just go there and really learn that industry, and then we all could partake at the same time. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
Right.
so we all went out there, and I just really just did my research so I can understand all the pitfalls that may come, right? All the obstacles that's going to happen, like whether it's me or the next person, and I also put myself in the right environment. Other individuals who are also doing this, or who are further along than me, and like I said, also all those people became resources, and if they can't help me, then they know somebody who can help me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was basically the best thing that I did, was that process, so where every time there's an issue, it was easy for me to just pick up the phone and just call somebody and ask, like, hey, what do I do here, and how do I move forward?
Right.
know
It's
what I mean?
crazy because his model, like if you go on his page or his business website, like it'll tell you like you one connection away.
Yeah.
You know,
Your connection away. I'm telling you.
It is.
and
It'd be like that.
it's so true, you know, and like sometimes I feel like I want to steal that, you know.
You can borrow that, dude. You can borrow that.
You know, because
One connection away.
right? Because in any industry, any field that you in, you know what I'm saying, you really truly one connection away from somebody either seeing something in you, believing in you, giving you some advice, like educate you on, like it's just one connection away. So that's so true. That's so true.
100%.
Well, I was going to interject here because I had a question related to your vision statement for Low Key.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things you said was you want to improve people's quality of life.
Yes.
And so, care to elaborate? I know one of the ways you talked about it in it, but I just want you to elaborate on it.
Sure. Well, as far as consuming, right? Like, I could just talk about consuming, right? So one of the reasons that I consume in my life is just that it just keeps me above the bullshit, right? So that's just an improvement in my life, right? So, you know, things that like a lot of time that people would, you know, ruin their day or would, you know, saying like get upset over, I just, you know, fly over that. So that's one way of me just, like I said, just on consuming, right? Then another way about improving lives is the community, right? So we have about 15 employees at this point, and most of them are from Cutman Square. So all, you know, most of them could just walk to work.
Right.
Another way is that we have a program of, since we just opened this, you know, after this year 2, year 3, that we plan on educating our customers on the real estate buying process.
Great.
Teach them how to save, and then eventually help them with the closing costs if they want to acquire a property. So that's you know, a few different ways.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what's
I
up.
totally liked how you had the financial literacy part to it.
100%.
And then, you know, the cannabis industry in general, right? We've had statistically Black men being incarcerated for it. And then we think about like federally right now, it's still not accepted, but
Right.
more, quote me if I'm wrong, I think only 7 states accept it right now.
No, 24.
24?
Yeah.
24. Okay, so 24 states are accepting it.
Legal, yeah, legal.
They're legal with
Yes.
it. And so I say that like when states and reps and you're looking at, you know, unfortunately Black men that's been incarcerated for it, I think it's so interesting that, you know, you decided this industry because it's like something that was worked against us.
Right.
Sure.
And now here you are.
And then that's one of the reasons I got involved in this industry. Same thing with commercial real estate, where there's not a lot of representation that looks like me, right? So I started as a rental agent, and it was really a hustle, right? So I realized, like, okay, I don't want to be just running around every day and just doing rentals. So what's the next level? So it could have been residential real estate or commercial. So it was just like another learning process, right? So I had to, all right, I need to learn this industry and learn business. I mean, I already had a business background, but like learn how to, you know, broker deals and so on and so forth. And I really just understood, commercial real estate is just really just business. Like the feeling is not anywhere on the table. It's just let's get the deal done, right? So after I learned that, I was like, okay, I could do this, and you know, I have a business background. My father owned his business growing up, so all right, I could figure this thing out. So,
And you sure did.
yeah, and I sure did. Thank you. And then with cannabis, it was a similar story. I don't know if you guys remember back in, I believe it was 2015, I think it was, 15 or 16, where there's an article that says, you know, the Black family's net worth is $8. Right, and then honestly, at that time, I was just like, man, I got student loans, I had car note, I got a mortgage.
Man.
Shit, I'm probably being that $8 net worth. You know what I mean? So it was just all right. As I'm hustling, you know, busting ass and just doing commercial real estate, it was just like, wow, if I need to be if I need my net worth to be $1 million, I got a long way to go.
Right.
So when cannabis became legal in Massachusetts in 2016, and this economic empowerment license, which, you know, supposedly give you an edge, you know, if you from, you know, certain demographics, certain neighborhoods, which, you know, Dorchester was that neighborhood that I was, you know, pretty much from. So I pretty much applied for that license, and I was able to obtain the license to, you know, sort of get a head start in the industry. So
Kudos to you, for real.
appreciate it. Thank you.
And so what do you think is the most fascinating trend occurring in the marijuana industry right now?
Current trend. Well, I mean, one of the things that is every cultivator said they got the best weed. So
Yeah. So then,
Right.
why should we step foot into low key dispensary?
Right.
Oh wow, that's a
What
great
differs
question.
you from the rest?
That's
Yeah.
a great question. Well, throughout my journey, throughout my process and me being from Boston and, really understanding this industry. And like I said, everybody claims that they got the best product, they got the best flower, whatever it is. So at the end of it, it's all going to be about brand recognition, right? So if currently right now you drinking Poland Spring, I got Kirkland water here, and everybody drink their own water, right? So it became, and you all, whatever brand it is, so you attach to it. So one of the things that we decided to do at Low Key is create neighborhood strains, neighborhood brands, right?
Oh, that's cute.
Given that Boston needs the representation in our industry.
For sure.
So I want to represent Boston and give those neighborhoods that I'm from, or neighborhoods that I have some type of connection, to. Or I either lived or I worked, or throughout my commercial real estate journey, I broker a deal in that neighborhood. So I made some money in that neighborhood. So there's a connection there. So out of the 23 neighborhoods in Boston, so we have a top 10, right? Which is also appreciation for Adidas. The top 10s when we was growing up, everybody was wearing Adidas. So it's just like the top 10 neighborhood. Which the first two that we are dropping.
Ooh, we like it.
It's the
Blue Hill.
So we got the Dorchester Diesel.
Show them the camera.
Where's the camera at? We just got the Dorchester Diesel.
Love it.
Represent our neighborhood. You know what I mean? And make sure that we have some landmarks. So we got some landmarks, on there. And then also Blue Hill Dream, which is for Mattapan. You know what I'm saying? Which is for Mattapan. We just didn't want to call it Mattapan Dream, so we call it Blue Dreams. But we also put Simcoes on there, which everybody's been to Simcoes.
Okay.
Oh, that is so cute.
Right.
So
That's what's up. That's what's up right there.
That is so dope.
You see the bus?
That's what you call separating yourself from the rest.
Yeah, this is great brand. Yeah, recognition for
Appreciate
sure.
it.
And anybody knows if they try to copy you, it came from you.
So yeah, for sure. And I got some bracelets for y'all too.
Oh,
look at we're getting gifts.
You know what I mean?
Go to Low Key right now.
Yeah,
We get gifts and stuff.
Go there now. It's right in Common Square.
Common Square, Dorchester, off Washington Street.
Yeah, Low Key. I mean, it's a lifestyle.
It used to be Paul's, and I know you guys know Paul's. Okay, stop playing.
She knows.
Okay, it used to be Paul's.
It used to be Paul's. I never been to Paul's. Like, I used to just walk by. I was a kid growing up. I wasn't.
I never been there.
I never been there neither.
Right,
Yeah, that's
but I
what's
know
up.
that's where, because I seen it the other day when I drove past. I saw it Low Key. I'm like, okay.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
I have 2 more questions and I'm done questions. Okay. I kind of want to take a step back though from the cannabis industry that you have a tie to. One of the things I liked reading about you was how you're tied to the King's
King's
I was about to say that. Yeah.
I love that because again, I'm all for my black men. I love them so much. But they're often unrepresented. Like, I always say it's the saddest thing, like I have black brothers and like to see the lack of resources that they have and the things that they have going on. And like, for women, I'm like, there's always empowerment groups. There's this, there's that. And for men, it's like, there's nothing.
Right.
And I wanted to ask you, one of the sucky mentality is like they think it's soft, right? If a black man all in one room talking about their feelings or talking about this or that, it's soft. So how do y'all, because I know it's a team of y'all that combat that mentality that black men should be in a room, talk about their feelings without being soft or whatever the case may be?
Honestly, I don't know anybody that says that within our group.
That's good.
I've seen men shed tears, like real cry. I've even had to like, bro, come in, man.
No.
I've had to do that several times. I mean, one of them, I think it was Father's Day. We was at Chase Bank in Mattapan, and I had my son on my lap, and I said, "Oh, his brother," just like looking out the window. He was outside on the street just looking. I'm like, "Yo, just come in." He's like, "No." I got up, went outside. I'm like, "Yo, come in." So he's like, "No, man. I was just walking by and then I saw you guys had, I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, you could just come in. This is open for everybody. Like, so if you look at the logo, Kings Amongst Kings, so he had, with the crown, they had 3 different heads, right? So I had a guy with a hat, a tie and I believe the crown. So basically, just come as you are, right? It's not a business group. It's not a professional group. It's just black men just meeting and talking about whatever topic that we decide to talk about within that particular time. So when he came in, and I believe he had some issues with his child's mother, and he hasn't been able to see his kids. So he was expressing that. So within the time that I told him to come in, and I think I had to sign somebody else in that had came in, and once I turned around, he was the one speaking. So it's just like he had something to say.
He had something to say, yes.
So I turned around, he was just like letting it out, and and he was going back and forth. Was like, yo, what do I do if this happened? And it was just like, well, you got to move. So they was giving him advice, but it just seems like he was just stuck in that particular place where he just needed a hug. So he just like started crying, and I was just, come here, man.
That's a super. I love the connection and the ties because, again, like I said, I mean, and generational wise too, like it's just like that same mentality that there's in that comforting space for y'all. And shout out to that whole team that is doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's something that we all noticed that it's needed.
It's needed.
And this started during COVID when, for me personally, I was stuck at home. I was with my wife.
As we all was.
So when I got to, I think it was just, and I had also had shoulder surgery in February, so I was pretty much stuck at home, like can't do nothing. So by August, I was just like, man, I'm getting out.
I gotta get out this
house. Getting out. So I was just leaving. I'll be driving, throughout the Boston.
neighborhood.
You know what I mean? It was just dead quiet. And then one day that I saw a friend of mine, they just had like a little round table, a couple of 6 guys or so, and then we were just talking about, different things. And at the same time, I had an office space in Mattapan. I was like, you know what? Let me just do that again, right? So it was the first time it was about 6 of us just talking. I was like, yo, let me just, have another meeting. And then about like 60 guys like showed up.
Wow, that's what's up.
And then, and then from that time on, it's just really just been that. So every month has been consistent, like anywhere between 40 to 60. So we had a couple of parties, celebration, and we had, over 100 people. So since then, our email list is like over 1,000.
Wow, look at that. Very successful story. I love it. Okay, last question. I swear. Okay. What skill, advice, or resource people have learned from you, Jeff?
What I try to tell people, man, just ask. I think asking is a skill. Right? And the reason I say that is that, first off, you got to know who to ask. You gotta know.
That's the key.
You gotta know who to ask, right?
That's the key. Knowing who to ask.
Because somebody that might be competing with you is not gonna tell you the secret.
Of course not.
Right? And if you ask the person, let's just say you ask mom and dad that doesn't have the skill set or doesn't know the knowledge, you're asking the wrong person, right? So asking, for me personally, like one of the things that I've realized is just, and from reading books and just really just putting into play, the individual that's successful, that's done it, will give you all the answers, right? We'll give you all the reasons, right? Because their journey, while they were in their journey, they were focused on their journey, right? And then they finally made it, and then like now, they want to be proud and be happy telling you what happened, how to share it, right? So if you know how to ask, you will get all that answered by just asking the right individual, the right person. But sometimes we go ahead and ask our friend or ask somebody who doesn't even know like anything about that industry, right? Or sometimes then rather than even help you or point you the right direction, then they start doubting you. They start making you doubt yourself. Right. You know what I mean? So it's a skill, knowing who to talk to, knowing who to ask, knowing to be your mentor, your guide. You know what I mean? So that's something that's very important. And that's one of the things that we, at Kings Amongst Kings, we try to teach our black men is that there's 4 resources that we need in your life, right? And those 4 resources, if you're able to really generate cultivate a great relationship with those individuals and make them your friends, you get all the answers, you get all the resources, you basically be one connection away from anything you want. Is your banker, your accountant, your insurance broker, right? Because everything we do here is about money. Right? So that's what you need to bank, right? Then it's all about taxes. Then you make money, you spend money, you got to pay taxes. then whatever it is that's making you money, that you're spending money on, needs to be insured, right? And then your lawyers, everything that how to protect it, how to make sure it's all legal, right? So if you have those 4 resources, anything else that you need, those individuals could help you out if you know how to ask the right questions. So that's pretty much it.
You guys heard it first.
Yeah,
You guys heard it first on the
Exactly.
Real Shit podcast because I was just real shit right there.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
all of that was
He
real
all
shit.
that,
No,
100%,
not
100%.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like if you
Yeah.
understand business, if you
Yeah.
understand anything in this
this
life,
world,
in this
in this
world,
life.
you know what I'm saying? Everything he just said is just real shit.
Yeah,
right?
that was real shit.
So with that being said, we got a 10 question game we're gonna play real soon, but let people know how they can like get involved with the Kings Amongst Kings.
Yeah.
You know, nice day,
sure.
like such location and stuff like that.
Yeah, so we meet once a month, last Thursday of every month. Chase Bank in Mattapan Square. Kings Amongst Kings, Boston.com. Kings Amongst Kings on Instagram, Facebook, pretty much all the platforms. Same thing with me, Jeff Simillion _ on Instagram, and then Jeff Simillion pretty much on every platform. Just my name,
Okay.
Similien.
All right, so
Lien.
You were
Those are
destined
accents.
for millions. You hear his name?
Simillion.
That's millions, baby.
Trying to get to these millions.
Okay.
Oh,
That
you
should
on
be
your way,
another
you on your way.
tagline for you.
Trying to get to the million.
Trying to
on
get
your
to
way,
the
I'm getting to the
million.
million, not
You getting-
trying to.
you
Okay.
you're not trying.
You ain't trying. You
You're
getting
not-
to it.
I was about to
That's
say that.
right.
I was about to say that. You ain't trying, man. You getting there, baby. I'll give you no more than 5 years, bro.
100%.
Can't wait.
Real talk, real shit. All right. So you guys heard it. This is where you can find Kings Amongst Kings if you want to get involved. You know, be part of that.
Oh yeah,
You know,
and Loki Dispensary too, 571B Washington Street in Dorchester.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
right.
they
We
know
ain't
where it's
going-
at.
we ain't
It's
going
the old halls.
We ain't
Go get
going
you
nowhere.
some Blue Hill Dream, baby.
Dorchester Diesel. We
All
dropping soon. We dropping next year. And also, I gotta give a shout out to Cal Method Man. So that's another brand that you can find out low key exclusively as well.
Ooh.
So we only
Exclusively.
exclusively at low
Only.
key.
Only
Exclusively
at low key.
Only at low
Only
key.
at low key.
Yeah,
All right.
So,
Only at low key.
yeah, so
All right,
we
so make sure we clear on that.
the Massachusetts partner for Tecal for Method Men here. So
Oh wow.
so I
Okay,
think
that's
that
what's up.
at some point, you know, I have some other friends and minds that's in the industry that I'm gonna share the wealth with. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So you
that's
can't
what's
just
up.
keep
You
it
can't-
up.
exactly, you
That's right,
can't.
that's right. You gotta share the
I'm gonna
wealth.
share with
You
a
gotta share
couple
the
other
wealth.
friends, you know, who not in competition, where their location is nowhere close to mine. So you know, we're gonna share the
That's
wealth.
what's up, man.
Okay, I know
Share the
that's
wealth.
right.
That's what I'm
Sure.
talking about. You know, we're gonna get to the questions and stuff, but I just want to salute you, my brother. I want to give you your flowers,
Yeah,
man.
for
Because
sure.
like I said,
Appreciate
we
it,
went to
man.
school
Thank you.
together. We could come grow up together and the same. You know what I'm saying? So seeing you doing what you're doing, I'm very proud, man. Like
Thank
real
you, man.
shit. You know
Same
what I'm
here,
saying?
man. Same here,
Yeah.
man. You've been at it for a while. You know what I'm saying? Doing the music
You know what I
thing.
mean?
You know, I try to do that too, but you know, this is where it got you. This
Right.
is where it got me.
Right.
We was on the wave, man.
Right.
We try to handle the sports. Then we
Right.
went to music.
Right.
You here, I'm here, and then we all
And we're
here.
making
So
it
level
happen,
up,
man.
man.
That's
That's
real
as
talk,
long as we're
real
scaling
shit.
up. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's what life's about, man. Living it up, you know. So we're gonna get to the 10 game. So this game is basically 10 questions that we ask you. You know, you answer it the real shit way.
Let's go. Send it
We
my
don't
way.
sugarcoat
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let Miss Blossom goes, and then I'll jump in.
Yeah, and feel free to elaborate on your answers too.
10
I
questions.
already ready?
I'm ready.
I already know your answer to the first one, but weed or alcohol?
Weed.
Of course.
I know. FaceTimer or texter?
Well, depends who, but I'm more of a person, people. So I think option C.
Okay.
So they have to literally come talk to you.
Yeah, I'd rather be in person. I mean, FaceTime or
That's
Zoom
a true
or whatever.
businessman.
it
That's
is.
a true
Okay.
businessman.
I can't read your vibe. I can't
Right.
read. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
Texting, I might take 2 days to get back to you. You know what I mean? So
Okay, so in person.
In person.
Gotcha. Coffee or tea?
coffee or tea? Tea. Chai latte.
You're
Hey.
showing your island roots right now
What?
with the tea.
With tea. My wife drink coffee. I've been drinking coffee the past few weeks because I recently got a coffee maker. So
Oh,
I get that, but like I'd rather chai latte all day. It
okay.
feels up to me.
Okay.
Don't you drink that too, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna let him in. My
Me
nigga
too.
shot.
Yeah, no, vanilla chai at that. Vanilla chai at that. Okay.
I had that this morning.
My man. Yeah.
All right, summer or winter?
Oh, summer
Oh,
all
damn.
day.
Who want to be cold?
I love winter.
I hate wintertime.
I'm in a bad mood. Like winter
No,
gets
she
me in a
don't.
bad
She
mood.
don't.
Yes,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Pisses
She
me
did not
off.
love winter. Trust me.
I
She did not
do.
love winter.
No. I like winter because this is not about me right now. But I like winter because I feel like you're the most fashionable. Think about it. Summer, nobody's wearing clothes. You can't.
That's what. That's what.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
like,
then,
hello.
And then here's my argument. For winter, you can always heat up and get warm. You
No.
Summer.
Who want to wear
summer.
big? Who want to wear
hear me
big
out,
coat
hear me out,
hoodies? I
hear
hate
me
that.
out. But summer, you can never cool down. You can have ice cream. You can have water.
That's why you're supposed to be
always
naked in the
hot.
summertime.
You're
Like,
always
on,
hot.
No, listen.
naked in the summertime.
You're always hot. You're always hot.
She's trying to
Listen,
convince you.
No,
Listen,
She's
yo.
trying to convince us
Listen,
that
yo.
winter is the way to
Listen,
go.
it could be the hottest day right now, right? But
You're sweating.
Yeah, you're right. You open that window right now, you get a
That
cool
breeze coming through.
Hold on. But wintertime,
And you get that cold breeze. Oh my
put a coat
God.
on.
Let me
That
tell
cold
you.
breeze
You
ain't
put a
yo.
coat on, you be outside like.
Let me tell you.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
You
That
have the
cold
right-
breeze.
Miss Blossom.
No.
I can't believe it.
Summertime.
Nobody likes winter. Yo, nobody likes wintertime.
Yo, summertime
Yo,
after
that
6 p.m.
Let
It's
me
nice
tell
out.
y'all.
Yes.
Let me tell you, it could be summer. Let me tell you, it could be summer. It's still nippy out. Turn on the heat. Turn the heat in the car.
I still like winter. And winter is pretty. Like, are you shitting me? The snow.
No, what? Snow.
That's
And
like,
then
yo,
when
we
it
take
gets
that
all
one-
dirty and
Man.
brown and girl
We take that for
bye.
like 2 hours.
Girl
Not
bye.
me getting everybody riled up right now.
I'd rather have summer.
I think it's
Oh,
real
yeah.
shit if you like winter.
No.
Call me, let me know how you
Please let her
feel.
know
Anyways,
that winter is not the way to go.
all right. My last one, Jeff. Networking event or party?
Networking events are all parties for me, so I'll take a networking event.
Right.
Networking. All right.
Yeah, you get
Okay.
to meet
Building that
people and
community.
stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, Benzino.
All right.
So
my-
see,
my-
even the networking itself is another like I think it's a skill as well,
Ooh.
right? To know how to network, right?
skills and confidence.
Yeah, and confidence. I mean, confidence
Right,
goes a long
right,
way.
right.
Confidence is everything. Like
Right, everything.
confidence is number one in anything and everything, right?
Right.
But I say networking is a skill because a few years back I had a business coach which explained that to me, who taught me that, like, right? So, and that's one of the things about me. Whenever I go to a networking event, like I go with the intention, like, what am I here for, right? So whatever the reason, so it's just like then I have to understand the room. So a certain time, because I used to tell myself, I'm not gonna go to this event because I'm not gonna get commercial buyers there, right? So it was because I knew where my buyers, where my clientele is, right? So. But at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, maybe you're not gonna get a commercial buyer there, but
Yes,
you can get a commercial tenant, right?
Right,
You know what I mean? You get somebody that's
exactly.
be looking to put their radio station in the space. You know what I mean, or whatever it is. So once I switch my mindset, it's just like, okay, why am I in this room, right? So for example, I might be in a room where it's just like, perhaps it's nothing to do with commercial real estate, but he has a podcast. I want to be featured on a podcast.
Right.
We'll talk to him.
Right.
So just off that, and just go talk to him, just so he could invite me to his podcast. You know what I mean,
Right.
or a radio station, or whatever it is. So it's a skill in that as well, to understand, like, whenever it is that you show up to a room, why are you in this room, right? How do you add value in this
Right,
room?
and make
then-
yourself present in that
Exactly,
room. Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's
Real
what's
shit.
up.
Real shit. Real shit.
shit.
You know what I
Real
mean?
shit.
All right. So here's my 5 questions. So podcast or radio? Be careful, Jeff. You know where you at.
Podcast or radio, I was listening to. I think podcasts all day right now.
Hey.
These days, I don't listen to radio.
I feel you.
Last time I listened to radio was 94.5.
The music
You know,
keeps playing over
Yeah,
and over
yeah.
the
Or
same
still listening
shit.
to,
Yeah.
you know, Tupac, Brenda had a baby. Like, you know, it's-
All right. Sitcom TV or reality TV show?
sitcom. I'm gonna go with sitcom. Like,
Okay.
I mean, we talking about like the back in the day sitcom,
Right,
like
right.
Fresh Prince,
Right,
like,
right.
all
My
that.
reality shit is
I like all these shows. You know, like I feel like had a hand
A
of
purpose,
raising me.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? So
Yeah.
it's like certain things that I learned, like, oh, let me not do this, or I need to do that.
Right,
or, okay,
right.
oh, this is how you would. Okay, all right, cool. right? Certain things you see because it matters, man. Example matters, right? You know what I'm saying? Being able to see something happen in front of you and say, okay, I could do that. So yeah.
All right, cool. Out to eat or home cooked meal?
I'll do home cooked meal.
Yeah, 'cause
Why not?
I was gonna say.
Wow, yeah, that's
You took a watch, yeah. That should have been easy. Well, you got one.
I was just thinking like,
why.
it all depends, you know what I mean? But like, I'll go with that now.
Okay,
No,
well,
I'm out to eat though.
my question, they get tougher, man. They get harder. So, being single or relationship?
Jeff today said relationship.
Jump today. Not back in the days, Jeff. Back in the days, Jeff will be
Hold up, Jeff.
I'm married. I mean,
okay.
Jeff should say that.
No, the married man.
I'm like, should we call his wife?
Yeah, Jeff today.
Jeff today, the married man.
I'm like, are we calling his wife right now?
No, Jeff today. Today's Jeff.
Today's Jeff.
Relationship, you know.
Yesterday's Jeff was different. All right, my last one. Loyalty or respect?
Oh, respect all day.
Why?
Huh?
And why?
Why?
Elaborate.
You can't be loyal to me if you don't respect me.
True.
You can't love me if you don't respect me.
True.
Okay.
But don't you think that loyalty has respect in it? Bro, in order for somebody to be loyal to you, they have to respect you. You think?
So there's a conflict between that, right? Because at some point, something that might be good for me is not good for you, so you can't be loyal to me because of that.
Okay.
But I will at least have you respect me enough to say, yo, Jeff, this don't work for me, bro. I'm going to go do this. All right, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you. Peace. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have that respect that you tell me what it is.
Right.
Because I can't expect you to be loyal to me forever.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If it happens to be, yeah, it's cool. But, like, I'd rather you have respect for me all day, every day, that you don't disrespect me, steal from me, do any, you know what I mean? Anything.
Right.
Like, I deal with integrity. You know what I mean? So we have a open line of communication. We have understanding. One of the things, that's another skill.
He's dropping all the real
Knowledge
shit.
skills.
Today.
Understanding is a skill.
True that.
Right? Understanding is a skill because you don't have to agree with me. If you understand me. No, you have to understand me. You have to understand me. Right? Agreeing doesn't mean you understand me.
Right.
I mean, understanding doesn't mean you agree with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you understand me, it's like we could have a conversation where because of the respect, you're gonna agree, you're gonna understand me. But you may not
you're gonna
agree.
listen.
Yeah.
You're gonna listen.
You gotta listen
Right.
to understand it.
Right.
If you don't listen, you can't understand it.
Right.
And that's when, like, when I'm talking to somebody, it's like, yo, I hear you. I'm like, no.
You don't
You don't hear me.
I'm like, do you understand me? Because here you heard
can
it. No,
hear that,
right.
But you didn't. Like me talking is just like, yo, you need to understand what I
Right.
just said.
Right.
So you not okay? Do I agree
It's
with
like Chris
that?
Tucker said. Do you
Yeah.
understand the words that are
Come
coming out of
on,
my mouth?
100%. So it matters. So that's why I said, like, I'd rather we have an open line of communication. There's understanding. We don't have to agree with it. We could have, you could see it. It's a 9, I see a 6, right? So we both see letters. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We understand. We both see letters, but you see a 9, I see a 6. All right, cool. Let's move on.
Right.
We don't gotta agree on it. You see yours, you see mine,
Right.
I
right?
understand yours, you understand
Exactly.
mine.
The only time they matter is like, is it 9 million or 6 million? That's 9 million. I see your number. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So to me, that's the understanding, and that's where the respect comes in. Because, like I said, the loyalty aspect is just like, at some point you gotta do what's good for you. You gotta do something that may not work for me or whatever it is, and I can understand that. Like, if we used to be partners and you say, I don't want to be partners no more, and like, you're not loyal to me, you're not loyal to the game, you're not loyal to this. No, bro, I just need to move to California and,
Right,
and
do my own
you know what I mean,
thing
do my
type
own
stuff,
thing.
right.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. But we
Can
have that
respect that,
respect,
right.
that understanding. So you go do your own thing, saying, well, I need to go to Cali, bro. I'm coming to Cali.
Right.
Let me get the guest house or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it allowed us to expand. But if there is no respect and no loyalty, you're just gonna go out and, you know what I'm saying, like, do your thing.
Right.
And
Don't
now
even
there's
let
no
you know.
communication. And it's just like, yo, you a F boy, and then we just don't,
Right.
don't rock with you.
Now, I'm not surprised you answered, because really, when it comes to that question, there's not really a right or wrong
Right.
answer. It's
No.
just really what you believe in, what what's your perspective on life.
On life,
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? So I personally choose loyalty. And I think a lot of us said I think
Why
when
do
we
you choose?
answered-
Why do you choose loyalty?
I pick loyalty because I believe if someone's loyal to you, there's nothing that anybody else can say to them that will like make them disloyal or hurt you or disrespect you.
But what about the aspect of that person having to put themselves first or their family?
But understand, with loyalty also comes with respect. You know what I'm saying? Respect. See, someone can respect you, but they're not loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Let me answer something, right? So, for example, like a person could be loyal to their job,
right?
They go to their job or whatever it is, but they don't respect their job. They don't put in the work that they're supposed to.
If that person didn't respect their job, they want to be loyal to that job. Because you have
to show up, though.
Because you want the money.
Yeah.
You know, they attach. They're loyal to the money, not the job. You know, excuse me. I know a lot of people, excuse me, who work at a job they don't like, but because they need the money, you know, they'll go there, you know, put up with the bosses, with the co-workers, because they need the money to pay that bill, you know, to pay the rent, whatever. But they're loyal to their money, to that check, not to the job. So I say that to say is like, I feel like if a person is loyal to you, they will respect you, but a person may respect you, but they're not loyal to you. You know, that's my perspective on it. You know, so yes, man. Time flies when you're having great conversations, man. Shyt, brother, man, I appreciate you for coming here.
Yeah.
Talking with us, sharing your time, your knowledge with us. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, a lot of people out there. First of all, I think if you out there listening to us, well, we're running out of time, so I was gonna say call in and come ask us some questions. But if you out there listening to us, man, and you heard this man speak, like he really talked a lot of real shit. Yeah. And I hope you guys were taking notes because that was knowledge right there. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, you don't just learn in school. No, you gotta go through You gotta You gotta go through certain things, certain layers in life to come up with these kind of things. So 100%. I definitely appreciate your knowledge, your perspective on everything that you talked about. Let the people know where they can find you, your store.
So just in case somebody wants to get into this type of business, you know, the steps that they want to know.
Plug it in, brother.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so when it comes to real estate, currently an agent at Thumbprint Realty, so you can find me there, thumbprintrealty.com. Jeff, like I said, my Instagram, social media, Jeff Similien, JEFFSIMILIEN, on all platforms. Phone number 617-894-2266 if you need me, call me. Look, it's all over the place anyway, so you can just call it. And then what else? Kings Amongst Kings, KingsAmongstKingsBoston.com. Low Key Dispensary, we ran Carbon Square, 571B Washington Street.
And don't forget to let them know the next Kings is on December 28th.
Yeah, December 28th. So we'll be having we'll be celebrating our 30th anniversary downtown Boston at Fed on Kingston, 35 Kingston Street.
Okay.
That's where we'll be. Yeah, downtown Boston from 8 to 10 on the 28th of this month here, and then we'll be going back. I would actually say, stay tuned. We have our first event next month is going to be major, so we're going to have some real heavy haters there. So pay attention there for sure. So yeah.
Well, the Real Shit Podcast family, we there. Just let us know when, the time, and place.
Yes, and we'll make sure we put it out there. We'll come through. Come support.
Yeah, 100%.
I know we got a few more minutes, ladies. Any
more questions? Yeah.
No, just gonna tell everybody if you go down, make sure you mention Real Shit Podcast sent you.
Yes, actually do. Please make sure, you tell our bartenders, when you come in, they usually ask you that, how did you hear about us? You know what I mean? So make sure you tell
Real Shit Podcast.
Real Shit Podcast, absolutely. Make sure you ask for that Dorchester Diesel, Blue Hill Dreams, and Cal. And everybody else that we have in there. So just have a lot of great product, hand selected, craft. So everything that we have in there is just great quality. So we're not selling bullshit. We're not selling, things that we don't believe in, that we don't consume ourselves. So,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we here to really, educate the customers and really be a great partner in our community. So.
No, but for real, I just want to say thank you so much for being on. Very knowledgeable, strong Black man. Nothing I love seeing more.
Appreciate you.
All right, so you guys heard it first. Real Shit Podcast again. Jeff, my brother, thank you. Happy holidays to you and your family. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Congratulations.
Congratulations and everything. Yes, this is it, man. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
Have a great
week. And happy Christmas. I know Christmas is coming next
It's gonna be
Monday.
Monday.
Next
So
Monday.
they're
Next
gonna see
Monday?
us before
Oh.
Christmas.
Okay, so enjoy the week. Don't drive yourself crazy buying gifts that you can't afford.
I'm telling you,
Right?
Christmas
It's only
is a
one day.
man-made day. Yep. You know,
All
I
right.
mean, why you gotta buy extra just for
Right.
that day?
It's only one day, and there's birthdays, there's other celebrations are coming. So if you can't get it on Christmas, tell them you get them later. All right. With that being said, you guys have a great day. Thank you for tuning in.
See you
It's the
next
Real Shit
week.
Podcast. Y'all stay blessed. Thank
Stay
you.
high, live low key.
Yeah.
Real shit. Let's get it.
Stay high and live low key.
Awesome. Thank you.
Wow, we.
You know what time it is. It's that time of year. It's Christmas season. It's the holidays. It's time for giving. Y'all ready? You see me, let's go.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me 6 pair of jeans that fit my body right. On the 11th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me breakfast and mad with my favorite drink. On the 10th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me nice back rub and massage my feet. On the 9th day of Christmas, my baby gave to me